Hi Capricorn, welcome to your September 2021 He Said, She Said reading. Thanks for joining us. My name is Michelle.
My name's Richard.
And this is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. This is a dual reading. Either side can resonate as you, Capricorn, so please do keep that in mind. And if you're cross-watching, either side can resonate as a Capricorn that you're dealing with. Quick look at the oracle cards that came out for you. First we have the card of Teacher. Now this is about knowledge, teaching a lesson, something perhaps that you're learning that is bringing about a lesson, or it could be vice versa. So let's see what Richard's brought up.
We've got envious here, so somebody is envious of somebody about something, and we'll see where that goes in the reading.
Well, honestly, we have no idea where this is going, guys, so let's see where this goes.
It shows.
Yeah. We'll start with the status of this relationship, how you feel about the other person, the strengths, the challenges, advice what you should do, advice what not to do, what's hidden, and the potential outcome.
Okay, status of the relationship, how this person views you, Capricorn, strengths, weaknesses, what this person should keep doing, what they should stop doing, what's hidden for this person, and the outcome if nothing changes.
All right, let's see what we got. We got the Devil in reverse. Well, this is something that happens after the knowledge. So it seems like I'm picking up some kind of energy around this of after the fact, learning the lesson after the fact, and thereby being able to release something which has been holding you back. It may have been some kind of toxic pattern, an unhealthy behaviour, but we'll have to see where it goes.
We got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse as the status of the relationship. So something has happened here that has stopped the wheel or slowed it down.
It seems to be some kind of unfortunate turn of circumstances, but let's see where this is going, Capricorn. How do you feel about the other person? The Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, so there's an energy of returning here, going back after a lesson has been learned, perhaps after some kind of unfortunate circumstance. Somebody is coming back here, Capricorn.
Five of Swords in reverse is how they're feeling about you, Capricorn. Yeah, I'm getting a real air of return here as well. So imagine a situation where two people were in a fairly strong relationship, and then somebody finds somebody else, for example, leaves, and then learns from that person that perhaps they shouldn't be with that person, and then they decide, well, I want to come back to you.
Right.
That kind of situation.
Let's see what the strength is. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Well, it feels like somebody who goes off looking for something and not finding it. Think of someone who goes off looking. I've got this vision in my mind of one of those old-time people who went off in the 1800s looking for gold in the mountains. And they're there and they've got their pick, and they're usually solo, and they've gone off into the mountains. So I'm going to go search, I'm going to find my fortune, I'm going to dig for gold. And they spend some time solo looking for gold, but what they keep digging up is fool's gold. This person seems to have found fool's gold.
I think it's this person over here.
Quite possibly.
And you know what? When I was doing, I'll do that in a second. But there's something that happened with this oracle card that I want to talk about as well.
Okay.
We got the Emperor over here as the strength. So there is honor here, and there is this need or desire to do the right thing, is what I pick up from this card.
Let's see what the challenge is. Strength in reverse. Well, you know what? It's really hard to come back with and admit defeat, or admit when they haven't found gold. Everyone wants to come back and be the person who has struck gold, right? And they can go back to their friends and family and say, hey, yeah, that worked out great, and now I'm a millionaire. they don't want to go back here and have everyone kind of look at them, give them the side eye and say, okay, where's the gold? And all you can come up with is a chunk of iron pyrite.
When I was first shuffling these oracle cards, this one popped out, but it popped out kind of early, and I thought, oh no, I'm not really feeling that. But it really does seem to fit with what's going on here. Somebody leaving, and then they're ashamed that they're coming back empty-handed.
Yes.
Almost hat in hand as well.
Right.
Is it because this person could be envious of somebody else, somebody that they got involved with, and then that person dumped them or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know where the envy comes in just yet, Richard, to be honest with you.
We got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse as the weakness. Yeah, it's a situation where I think with you, Capricorn, they had this Ten of Pentacles. And then they left, and now they don't have it because they have to come back to you.
It's like they left the gold to go off searching for fool's gold.
That's exactly right. That's a really good way of putting it.
Yeah, Spirit's giving me that vision for a reason, and that's what it's giving me. Now, what you should continue to do here, Capricorn, the Ten of Wands. Well, you know what? If this is you, either side can resonate, but if you're the one here, okay, well, you know what I'm getting here? It feels like being just at the finish line of something. Something almost coming to a conclusion, but not quite. It feels like that one last hurdle here before the lesson is learned, before the teacher. It feels a little bit like, why am I getting Star Wars? Yoda and one of the Jedis. And this is like the last, what do they call those? Are they lessons?
No, I suppose so.
The stages that they go through in life. Well, of course we all know, most of us know anyway, that Star Wars is actually built from the tarot.
Yes, that's right.
That's a lot of stories are. And
it's the hero's journey.
It's the hero's journey. And so this feels like being on the verge of finishing this particular lesson. But there's still something that needs to be crossed over here, which is the actual finish line.
What this person should keep doing, we've got the High Priestess. Well, they need to look at their intuition. They need to dig deep here and try and determine exactly what they're doing with their life. I've sensed that they are a bit lost, and they're going to have to find that answer. Let that answer from within. They've done something that I think they should definitely be ashamed of. I think, Capricorn, you're the teacher. You're the one teaching this personal lesson. I'm still not sure where this envy comes into play.
Yeah, there's still something that they need to learn. I'm not sure what that is yet, Capricorn, but it tells me that you will be the teacher of this final lesson. But then I get that this may actually kind of, well, let's see. Yeah, what you shouldn't do here, the Death card. Well, it's one of those things. I'm getting a very strong lesson being taught here, but the strength of the lesson, you don't want to kill the person. It's a little bit like, well, I don't mean that literally, I mean it metaphorically. You don't want to,
give them more than they can handle.
Or even make them, when somebody, perhaps the final hurdle is coming back admitting defeat. And for this person, that's a really tough thing to have to do. You don't want to have the lesson be such a hard lesson that they can't recover from it. This feels a little bit like victory. Seeing the end of this cycle as a victory, not as a reason to hurt or to kick someone while they're down.
Yeah, I get a proportionate response.
Yes.
Because I can see, Capricorn, with this person coming back this way, there's going to be a temptation to perhaps be a bit more angry than one needs to be.
anger or even that I told you so.
Yeah, vindictiveness is the other possibility here.
Though honestly, I'm not actually feeling vindictiveness.
No, but I see that as being the danger. That's not.
But I see this as like being too much of a teacher.
Oh yes.
Like teaching this person such a hard lesson in such a hard way that it almost breaks them. You don't want to do that. I mean, it's a fine line between teaching the inexperienced person or the younger person the lesson without giving them to the point where they go running and say, I can't do this. Do you know what I mean? Well, Richard's an actual teacher, so he knows when you give people a test at the end, you have to give them a test of what they've learned. You don't throw in questions there that they've never, that they haven't been, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that they haven't been taught.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, we got the King of Cups over here as what they shouldn't do. Now that's interesting. I would have thought that the King of Cups is always something that is a good thing that you should always aspire to. But here, this person, I think, is being called on to not concentrate on their emotions. You
know what I'm getting around that? I actually feel that that's a third person.
Oh, you do?
And that's the envy card down there.
Oh, yes. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
This could be the lesson.
Yes.
That there is some, when you go away, somebody else comes and takes your place.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's what it feels like.
Yes. All right. Okay. Well, that's a harsh lesson.
That's a harsh lesson.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see what's hidden here. And the Five of Swords. Oh, yeah.
Well, we've got the Five of Swords in the reverse down here too.
Yeah. I mean, this is a situation I see as a harsh defeat.
For this person.
For a harsh lesson. A lesson learned the hardest way possible, unfortunately. And that's that death card that I was picking up earlier, where I was seeing this as victory, almost like a shadow version of the Six of Wands. And with the Five of Swords, it's a victory, but at what cost?
Right.
You don't want to. The person on this side has the lesson, yes, but it's in teaching that lesson that you can go a little bit too far. This feels like sticking the knife in. This
and then twisting it.
And making it really. I mean, that last thing, like I'm even getting a pain in the stomach just from looking at those cards, like causing someone such pain.
It's like, okay, let's put an example out there. It would be like this person leaving, going off to find something else, but not finding anything. Then Capricorn, you meet somebody else, this King of Cups.
Right.
This person wants to return, they're ashamed, and now they're envious because somebody has taken their place. And then you actually bring this person in front of them to meet them, flaunt them in front of this person. That would be an example of Five of Swords kind of.
It would be, because it's very hurtful.
Yeah, because Capricorn, there is the chance that you're quite upset about this person having left in the first place.
Right.
And then you would sort of want to stick it to them.
Yeah, because that Five of Swords reverse is talking about defeat.
That's right. What's hidden? Yeah, the Eight of Cups. This person left, and they may end up having to leave again because their place has been taken by somebody else.
See, the outcome here is the Seven of Pentacles. This is attached to that Ten of Wands energy. It feels like the lesson here is not over. I get that. There's this energy here, but there's still some kind of other lesson to be learned. It's not telling me exactly what it is.
No, and I don't know if this person is ever going to end up coming back to you, Capricorn.
They may just see. It may be a situation where somebody sees you out with someone else, and then just kind of says, okay, well, you know, I'm just going to
walk off into the sunset.
Yeah, and you don't even realise it. Something like that.
We got the Hierophant in reverse here.
The teacher.
The Hierophant in reverse. You're right. It could be the teacher. It could be you, Capricorn, being the Hierophant.
But the lesson not being learned.
Or the lesson being very harsh. Or overly harsh with this Hierophant in reverse here. Now, if it was in the upright, then I'd say, well, you know, it was the lesson learned. It was the lesson this person needed to learn. But how hard does this person need to be hit over the head? I guess that really is the question, isn't it?
And I get a weird energy around this teacher energy here, that all I'm going to say is, if you have somebody coming to you here, just be careful, because I feel like it's the person who is the replacement. It feels very much like that person is just doing it because they know that there is somebody else, like your ex is still around, or they've found out you're hanging out with your ex. I get a really bad energy around this King of Cups. I shouldn't. He's in the upright. But for some reason I'm getting a bad energy around them. Like somebody who is just doing it for show, for victory.
Right.
Maybe not over you, Capricorn, but perhaps over the other person. You know?
Okay. Bit of ego there.
It's a lot of ego is what I'm sensing. A lot of ego. You know, the Five of Swords in reverse.
Yeah, some people are like that. They feel so bad about themselves that they really want to stick it to somebody else.
Yeah, it does feel like that. So let's see, Capricorn. And somehow, I'm not liking the energy, but let's see. I want to get a card from the Oracle of Visions, and then we'll take it to the extended. If you're interested in the extended, the link will be down below for Vimeo, or you can view it here on YouTube by joining my Band of Gypsies channel membership. At the top tier level, you can gain access to all of the extended readings that I do a month. I do about 36, so please do check that out. You can click on the join button for more info, or look in the box for the link. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, or you can go to my Etsy shop and purchase directly there. The link is down below. And of course, if you would take a moment to press that thumbs up button, I'd be so appreciative. Leave us a comment. Let us know how you're enjoying these He Said, She Said readings. And if you are a newcomer, please do subscribe. I'd love to hear from you as well. Let's see, message. What will we be talking about in the extended reading for Capricorn, please, Spirit Guides? This should give us a bit more clue here. Yeah. This is a card of pain, of sacrifice, of learning the hard way. Let's see. Number 36. Break that down. It's the 9 card. The 9 is more of a solo energy. It's entrapment, limitations, restrictions, and complications. Being entangled by obstacles that restrict our wishes and actions, whether by ignorance, self-doubt, or a paralyzing fear. Yes, there's an energy here of needing to summon the strength of will and confront, face things down, to overcome them. Okay, to free oneself from troubles, obstacles, and fear.
Yeah, I think that's more this person's energy over on this side. And I think with this King of Cups here, I had a message about this one while Michelle was talking about this. I think the danger for this person is thinking that the substitute or replacement is actually a King of Cups in the upright.
Yes.
And
because I don't think that they are
are not.
No.
And I think that they are actually probably not a suitable partner for the person that this person had ended up leaving.
Yeah, there's some kind of energy that I'm picking up around that King of Cups where they're wanting to stick it to somebody.
And probably the person who left. And I can see them sort of goading you, Capricorn, to do things to really stick it to the person who left you. Just sort of to glorify themselves more than anything else.
It could be that.
But anyway, we'll see where that goes in the extended.
But it feels a little bit like somebody here who is just self-harming. I mean, I don't mean that literally, guys. I mean that emotionally.
Well, because they have false beliefs, delusions.
Yes, it's false beliefs, yes. Believing one has no chance.
That's right.
When they actually do.
That's right.
Because there's something off here with this other person.
This other person who's gotten involved.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that more in the extended. We'll clarify, so please do join us. The link is down below, or you can join my band of gypsies to view here on YouTube by clicking on the join button or looking in the box for the link. Wishing you the best here, Capricorn. Please do take care, and we'll see you in part 2.
Thanks, Capricorn. Goodbye and good luck.